Okay, what we're going to talk about today, and for next week as well, is about uncertainty and probability. Now, you have probably been dealing with probability all your life at school, where they did tossing coins and throwing dice and taking coloured things out of bags or whatever. And I refuse to use that in this course because it is not real. It is simply experimental stuff, and it doesn't apply to real life. So every example that is used in this is something that is relevant and possibly something that you would want to find out. Because one of the problems is that I think that probability becomes sort of a game thing, you throw a dice and so on. But in fact, it is a way of modelling the real world that is extremely useful. Okay, the two important principles in this module are, first of all, the concept of probability allows the uncertainty inherent in most decision making to be modelled. Okay, what I mean by that is that just about every decision that you make is not a decision between two known outcomes. It is between two things that probably have other outcomes down the line. Even a decision like, on Friday, do I go to watch a sports game, or do I go to the pub, or do I work on my MSci 110 work? You know that's what you're doing, but the outcomes are uncertain. You can have an idea that if you did MSci 110, you would probably have a better chance of getting the course finished in time. And you know that if you go to the pub, you may well find some friends there and have fun, or if you go to watch a game. So you know some sorts of outcomes, but you don't know exactly what's going to happen. And that's what makes decision making difficult. If we knew exactly the outcome of every decision we made, then most of us wouldn't have too much trouble making those decisions. Certainly once your frontal lobes are developed and you don't actually want to die in a ditch. Okay, next one. Theoretical probability distributions approximate the behaviour of real-life phenomena. Now, things they have discovered over the centuries that real-life phenomena follow certain patterns in terms of how things happen by chance. If there are 5 alternatives and they are equally likely to happen, then the probability of one of them happening is 1/5. And this has been found to be true. And these things can be used to model this real-life behaviour. So if you want to try and find out some answers to improve your decision making, it helps to use these. So I'll be coming back to these principles each lecture here. So today we're talking about probability, and we're talking about probability of events. Next week we'll be talking about distributions, discrete distributions and continuous distributions. There's a lot of terminology in here. This is well covered in the textbook, so you don't need to go and find any notes anywhere else really, unless you find other stuff better. So, follow the textbook.